It's been almost 4 years since I moved here to Northern Norway, and the longer I live on this island, the more connected I feel to the rhythm of the season. After the dark polar nights here in the Arctic Circle, the sun slowly begins to climb higher in the sky again. The snow starts to melt and the island begins to change. Every season has its own kind of beauty, and sometimes standing here in the middle of this wild and open space, it feels like a dream that I get to call this place home. These are some quiet days from our life here in the north. Simple days shaped by the nature and the rhythm of the season. Thank you to Saily for sponsoring this video. We headed into town for groceries and some materials for the small cabin on one of those days when winter was still holding on. In my previous video, you saw that my parents came to visit us here in Norway. We did everything we could to get the little cabin ready before they arrived. It wasn't completely finished yet, but it was warm, clean and cozy, ready for them to stay. After they left, we slowly continued where we had left off, working on the wooden panels on the walls. I love spending time outside when I'm working. Being out here surrounded by the quiet and the calm of nature feels incredibly inspiring. Sometimes I bring my guitar with me into the forest and just sit for a while playing and trying out new ideas. Even though life here on the island feels very remote, a lot of my work still happens online. And when we travel back to the Netherlands to visit family, staying connected used to mean worrying about roaming charges. Recently I started using Saily. It's an eSim that gives you mobile data in over 200 destinations. It's a digital SIM card, so you don't have to change anything physically. It simply activates when you arrive, which makes it very easy to use. You can install it before you travel, and when you arrive in another country, it simply connects, so you don't have to look for local SIM cards or deal with expensive roaming. Get an exclusive 15% discount on the Saily eSIM data plans. Download the Saily app and use code RedleafHill at checkout. Since moving into this house, there has always been something to do, and I hadn't yet found the time to prepare enough firewood for it to properly dry. So after 2 trees fell during a winter storm, I decided to start early, preparing firewood for the next winter. The plan for the future is to clear the trees that could potentially fall on the barn or near the house and the little cabin, and turn them into firewood. There's always wood to gather, branches and falling pieces. It's slow physical work, but it's something I've come to appreciate. In a way, it feels like a respect for nature, to use what is already there and not take more than you need. In the weekend, we took a small family trip around the island, breathing in the fresh ocean air. And we stopped at one of our favorite spots to have a coffee together, just enjoying a slow Sunday. Later, we visited one of the most beautiful places on the island, a place that always feels special to return to. Just the sound of the wind, the sea, and the open landscape was enough to make the day feel complete. Both Tor-Inge and I always have loved creating things, whether it's building, improving, or simply working with our hands. It's something that naturally finds its way into our days. For me, cooking is a big part of that, and there's something special about ending the day with a warm home-cooked meal. Today I felt inspired to cook chicken on the wood stove. And more I found myself appreciating these simple things, working with our hands, taking care of what we have, and slowly building something over time. Whether it's preparing firewood, working on the cabin, or cooking a warm meal, it is in these small everyday moments that life feels more grounded, And somehow in their simplicity, it feels like we're building a life that truly feels right.